All right, let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, he is back in the house. Steve Jones, also known as the Credit Commando.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's awesome to be here on a Wednesday morning. We're doing great things on a Wednesday morning. I mean, just awesome just to be here. Guys, I'm starting a new series today, and that new series is Side Hustles in the Basement. We're going to be talking about basically what we can do to make some extra income. And everybody wants to make extra money. If they don't want to make extra money, they want extra money so they can spend to do different things that they want to do. And so we're going to do this series on just side. I call it side hustles in the basement, basically because that's what it is. You're doing your regular job as well as doing additional job that you have created that you want to do to make some extra money. So what we're going to do first of all, uh, we're going to talk about what is a side hustle, why side hustle is so important, the things that lead you to side hustle. We're going to break this side hustle thing down, and then next week we're going to talk about what the things that you can do to make the money. Okay, because the truth about it is, it's all about making the money. If it's not about the money, what is it about? Okay, if you're going to work, if it's not about the money, what is it all about? That's what I'm saying. Tell me what it's all about. You have enjoyment, you love what you do, or you at least like what you do, hopefully. But we want to make you take that like and do something that, or you might not even be satisfied in your job. I don't even know. You just might go to work just to be going to work because they're paying your paycheck, but your interest and your idea is in another place. You want to do something else because why? It's your passion. It's what brings you alive every day. Okay, it's what you really want to do, but you hadn't had an opportunity to do because you're at the job. Now, some of you are satisfied at the job. Wonderful. Some of you just want to, I got extra time at home. I just want to do something different. I want to change my life. Okay, I want to change some things around. Well, I can use the extra cash as well. Either way it go, we're going to be talking about that today. Okay, but before we start, we're going to do one little caveat on a spending plan, as we do all the time. If you don't know where your money going, you don't know how you're spending your money, then how you know how to spend your money? You just spending it. You're not accountable, and you must be accountable for your funds. If you're accountable for your funds, it's going to tell you exactly where your money is going, what you need to do, where you're spending your money. If you spend your money too much on this area, spend your money too much in that area. However, you have a spending plan that's going to teach you exactly what you need to do, at least about how you're spending your money. Then you make some changes. All you got to do is take 30, 60, or 90 days of receipts, add them all together, categorize them, and put them in order, and you'll find out exactly how you're spending your money. That's enough on spending plans. Let's get started with today's lesson. Okay. Side hustles in the basement. Making money using extra time to increase, decrease your debt. We're always talking about that, and increase your cash flow. We need cash flow, guys. We need money coming into the house, not money going out of the house. You want to build your nest egg, not crack the egg open and distribute it to everybody. You want that nest egg to be built and built up so you can continue to make more and more money. Okay, and do the things you need to do. Today's lesson, as always, strategies to kill wealth and increase debt. Okay. How to build and increase your debt and credit, how to build and increase your credit and credit score, how to build wealth through different business strategies, leaving a legacy for your family, and effective tax strategies. This is what we talk about one shape or form every week that we come here, every Wednesday when we teach this class. Let's go on to the next thing. Here is the word for today. Do your planning and prepare your fields before you build your house. Most people don't have a plan, so they plan to fail. If you don't even have a plan, you do have a plan. And that plan is whatever comes up that day, whatever you do in that day, that's your plan. If you don't have goals and ideas and things that you are setting down, trying to achieve in your life, then whatever life throws at you, guess what? That's what you take. But if you find a person with a plan, you find a person who is going somewhere, who have an idea, who have a responsibility, who write down their goals, okay? And say, before I do anything, I want to plan it. Before I build my house, I'm already planning. I know I want this particular job. To plan to get this particular job, I have to go and get qualified for it, whether through education, whether through courses on your job, outside courses, whatever qualification may be to get you to that job. Even if you have to stay late or even do extra duty that other people are not doing, what is it that you want to achieve in life? You have to have a plan. You have to have a plan, or you are planning to fail. And believe me, I have enough failures in my life. And I know if I have some failures in my life, you have some too. And we don't want to fail. We want to exceed in the things that we are doing. So therefore, we got a plan, we got goals, we have realistic goals, achievable goals, we have smart goals. So it can take us from phase one or whatever we're planning to the second phase, to the third phase, and to the phase of completion. That is what we're looking at today. Okay. That's what we want to do. Here we go. The next thing. What would change your life? What would change your life? How could your life change if you had $5,000 extra coming in a month? How would that change your life? How would that change your life? Now, I want you to think about that now. How would $5,000 extra coming in a month change your life? Well, that might be too much for you to think about. That may be a little bit too much. Let's go down a little bit further. What about just $2,500 coming in the month? Would that change your life? Would that do something for you that would bring you to a place where you have peace in your home, extra money to spend, not worrying about the bills, being able to sleep at night? I'm telling you something. If you are able to sleep at night, get a good rest without the bills being worried, hey, you have a nice life. Well, maybe that's just too much. That's just too much because maybe you can't conceive getting an extra $2,500 a month. Let's bring that thing down some more. What about just the extra $1,000 a month? Now, $1,000 a month would change people's lives. It would do miracles for just some people now. If they just had an extra $1,000, not the 5,000, not the 25,000, 2,500, not the but just an extra $1,000 a life. It would make people going from a restless night and being able to buy groceries for the kids, paying the car note, being able to do extra things, okay, that they could not do. Now they can do it because why? They have an extra $1,000 in their pocket. Let's break this thing down. I'm going to just low. I'm just gonna say extra $500 a month. I'm telling you, with extra $500 a month, if you're living on a fixed income and you are an elderly person living on a fixed income, and you're getting Social Security or just a pension, and it's not enough, this extra $5,000 a month, extra $500 a month could change your life. It could be the meaning of getting a great wedding for your relatives, or a meaning of just buying extra food that you need to eat at the grocery store. Extra. Let's talk about this thing right quick. That's what I want to talk about. Let's talk about it. Let's break this thing down. Now, one thing we do say is that the numbers do not lie. They don't. Numbers don't lie. As long as you're in the numerical system, 1 + 1 will always equal to 2. Although they got this new math coming out, you're trying to find a 2 a different way. but 1 plus 1 was always equal to 2. 2 minus 1 was always equal to 1. The numbers don't lie. If you're in the stock market, they have a ticket symbol up there. The ticket is talking about what the stock is doing, how the stock is trading. If you're playing domino, you're slapping them bones, baby. You slapping them bones. You know, you got that 5, you got that 6, you got the deuce, whatever case may be. That's not lying. If you got $100 bill that has a Benjamin Franklin on it, that's not lying. It's $100, unless it's fake. It's $100 bill. So the numbers don't lie. So let's look at the numbers right quick. That's what I want to do. Let's look at the yearly totals. I want to just break this down to you to show you what a side hustle can do for you at a monthly basis and a yearly basis. Let's look at that. Okay? $5,000 a month will equal to $60,000 a year. If you made an extra $5,000 a month, you would actually bring in an extra $60,000 a year. Now, I don't know about you, but some people don't make $60,000 on their regular job. So if you had a gig that you was bringing in an extra $5,000 a month, this is what you would do. Break this thing down even further. Let's just say $2,500 a month. Now you're talking about somebody's yearly salary. You making this on the side plus your salary, an extra $2,500 a month times 12, you get $30,000 a year. You can do this if you got a gig that's doing that. What about just $1,000 a month? How many of you all can use an extra $12,000 a year? $12,000 a year to change your life. That could be your rent. It could be your mortgage. It could be your car note. Break this thing down to the least denominator. And that is, what if you had $500 a month? Now, $500 is only give you $6,000 a year. But that $6,000 could be your groceries or your medical bills. So the numbers don't lie. The reason why you want to get a side hustle if this is your thing, because the numbers don't lie. If you start making the money and you can make the minimum just $500 extra a month, you end up with $6,000 a year, which is not bad. All right. What is a side hustle? Let's talk about what a side hustle is. Side hustle is just the ability to discover other employment opportunities outside the scope of your normal job. You create something that you want to do, that you want to bring extra money into. And by the way, y'all, that was my truck right there who got wrecked a while back. I missed my baby, but I had to put a picture up there. That's my baby right there who got wrecked. But anyway, the ability to discover employment opportunities, your employment opportunities, the opportunity that you decide that you want to do. One thing about a side hustle, it is something that nobody's making you doing. A side hustle is something that you want to do. You decide to do it. Why? Because it's going to make you some extra money, bring you some extra money into the household. Okay? Let's move to the next one here. Let's see about that. What is a side hustle? Okay? Provide opportunity to gain experience in the area that provide additional income stream. You in the area of whatever, if you never thrown newspapers before, believe me, it's a challenge. You never did Uber or Lyft before, it's a challenge. You're gonna learn new things, learn new people, learn new things about your city, your place that you don't even know about. But while yet you're doing that, you're gonna be learning, you're gonna be gaining additional income. Now, I don't know about you, but I always want more money to come in my household. Why? Because I can manage it better. I can do things better. I can change my life to do things that I really want to do. And you should too. You should want to do extra things in your life. If you're doing the same old thing every day after day after day, and you're satisfied with it, it's okay. Nothing wrong with that. But if you want to change your life and you want to do something that's totally different, You want to change your life to the point where, hey, I want to go from point A to point B. This is my plan. I got goals in mind. I want to earn that extra income stream because I'm trying to put my kids through school. Whatever the case may be, it's what you desire and what you want to do. Okay? Let's talk about that. Why is side hustle so important? Well, one thing is you have an opportunity to increase the financial security in your own household. It's your house. You know what your bills are. We call them a monthly rotation because every month they come in every month, monthly rotation. So you know exactly what your bills are and what your financial needs are. So, but the extra money that you come in your household would help you with financial security. Everyone wants financial security. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you are a billionaire, you still want that financial security because you don't want to lose the things that you have. Okay. You want to make sure that you stay on top of things that you already have. Now, it also why it's so important because it gives you an opportunity to learn a new skill, a new trade. You're going to learn something that you haven't done before. Okay. Whether it is if you're good at writing books, you started writing books on the side. Okay, you're good in English. You started doing term papers and everything on the side of resumes, something that you're already good at. But now you're doing so well, we're going to talk about graduating in a few minutes. But I'm not going to spoil that right now. I'm going to hold that to the end. You got to hold that to the end. You got to hold that to the end. Okay, but the opportunity to learn a new skill is one of the better things that you can do. Is learn something new because it's going to help you in the long run. Work on what you love to do. Whatever it is that you love to do. If you love animals and you don't mind having a animal, walking animal, side hustle. Every day you get 5 or 6 dogs and you walk them and you get paid for it. You love dogs anyway. So whatever you love to do is not work to you. I repeat that. Caveat and a hint. Write this down. Whatever you love to do is not work to you. It is based on your passion. Once you find your passion, you would do it for free. I love doing this stuff. I do this for free. Why? Because I want you to have opportunities to grow and to build your household and your family, to do the things that you want to do within your household, to build, to grow, to put your kids in school, to buy the house, to get the car, to get out of debt, to leave a legacy for your family, to build wealth. That's why I do this. I enjoy doing it. To create productivity. Listen, you got a stalemate. You work, go home, you do nothing. You're sitting around the house watching TV. Why don't you do something to increase your productivity, to make your life a little bit more whole, to make your life a little bit more enjoyable? That's what this is all about. Okay? That's why it's so important to have a side hustle. If you don't have anything to do, make a little extra money on the side. Okay? Use your free time effectively. And Lord knows some of us got too much free time. So you got all this free time. What are you going to do with it? Okay. You got some hobbies that you like. What if you turn your hobbies that you like into making money that would help you financially? That's one of the things that you can do. It's the hobbies. Okay. Turn your hobbies into, if you like knitting crafts, hey, making blankets. Okay. Turn it into something where you can actually make the blankets and sell the blankets if that's your desire. Okay. And it also improve and build strong work relationship. Why? Because even within your work regular job, when you start getting that side hustle, you're gonna be thinking about the side hustle and the regular job. Because you want to get this regular job done efficiently, so you can jump on your side hustle. Because why? Your side hustle is your passion, the thing that you want to do. Okay, so you always think about the side hustle, but you got the regular job. So you want to take that regular job, you want to do everything you got to do with the regular job. So why? You can jump on your side hustle. So you're gonna have to improve and build strong work relations at your current job as well as your new side hustle. Okay. Also, it's extra funds to pay off debt quicker. When you make extra money, you have extra money to spend. you can actually pay your debt off a whole lot quicker because now you have that money that you didn't have coming in. You can save for a special purpose. Purchase whatever you want to buy. You want to buy something extra, a big screen TV. You don't have the money. It's not in the budget. Why not just go get you a side hustle? Hey, I don't care if you got extra clothes in your closet that you can sell your extra clothes. Now you're selling used clothes that you don't need. There's certain places that on YouTube, excuse me, that is on the internet you can sell it. And I'm gonna bring that out. Stay tuned. I got some information for you to make some money. That's what we want to do. Make some money in our extra time. Okay. Not only that, meet people with the same expertise. You can learn from them, they can learn from you. You can learn from them, they can learn from you. So, you said iron sharpens iron. Okay. That means when I learn a new skill and you're in the same business that I'm in, we're going to learn a new skill together. I'm going to teach you and you're going to teach me. Okay. And that brings me down to the next, which is helping other people. Some of you have the gift of help. You just like to help other people. You don't care if you're going out of your way. You don't care what you have to do. You don't care how long it is. You just want to help somebody. You just like to help other people. This is one of the ways that you can do it by having a side hustle. But guess what? You make some income as well. Learn to invest and build a portfolio. Hey, this is just building wealth. All this is just building wealth. Okay. You got extra money that you may not need. Now you can go and learn about the stock market or other investment events, and you can learn about those. Oh, I just love that when that Cash App goes off. You can learn about those because why? You earn extra money. Now, I just said my Cash App went off because somebody just sent me some money. You see what I'm saying? While I'm teaching, I'm earning money. That's a side hustle. People are sending me money today. I love it when a good plan goes together. Okay. It's all good. Also, building confidence in an undeveloped area. If you if you really want to do something, you don't know how to do it, you started working at it, you got the side hustle, you start making a little bit of money, you start making a little bit more money, you start making a little bit more money. After a while, you say, hey, I kind of like this. You started studying about that particular program, studying, learning how to write a book, learning how to do automotive mechanics, whatever your side hustle may be, even just mowing a yard. You learn how to do the yard straight, how to cut the edge of the yard, and how to cut your grass. Whatever the side hustle may be, you started building confidence in that particular area. Okay, let's talk about this thing again. Why side hustle so important? You may have kids or you may not have kids, but you may want to go back to school. Okay. So you might want to go back to school for your education, and this side hustle will give you the extra money to do that with. It's going listen, people love vacation. A lot of people have never gone or never been on a vacation, not a staycation, but a vacation where you go out and have people to serve you. They serve you. You just sit, you do nothing. You have ease of mind, ease of thought, ease of feeling. And all you doing is doing one particular thing. It's saying, may I have, and they get it for you. You need that vacation. That vacation is going to do a lot of things for your mind. Okay. It's going to rejuvenate you, your whole spirit and your soul. You need that vacation. So you need to do that. All right. What about saving for a down payment on a home? Okay, you don't have the extra money in the budget to do that, but you find a side hustle that pays you $500 a month. You keep in a whole, if you keep saving that money up, you say you got the $500, you save it for a whole year, you end up got $6,000. That might not be a total down payment, but it's a start. And one thing that I say, you have to start somewhere. Okay. Let's look at the government standpoint. You made a lot of money. Now you got to pay taxes, and nobody loves paying taxes. I hate paying taxes. I pay what I'm supposed to pay, but the truth of the matter is, Most people don't like pay tax. Tax does a lot of things for us police officers, schools and roads and parks and communities and stuff like that. That's what our tax dollars goes for. Okay, libraries and stuff like that. All right, but nobody really want to pay tax, but that's your money. You saying you giving it away. You want to keep your money for yourself. So if you owe extra tax payments owed to the IRS, you get a side hustle, pay that off. Okay, have a peace of mind about it. I'm telling you right now, there's nothing. I don't care how much money you have, how much money you don't have, what you're doing, whether you're working, you're not working, you have kids, not kids, you're married, you're not married, you have a car, don't have a car, you took a vacation, you haven't taken a vacation. There's nothing like the last one. That is peace of mind. I promise you that. When you have peace in your home, peace in your life, peace with your finances, there's nothing like having that. And you'll be glad to do a side hustle just to have peace. I promise you that. Peace is the ideal thing that you need in your life. And if you get a side hustle that brings you a profit into the house, okay, make you waste that extra time that you was wasting, give you something to do, okay, and give you a peace of mind, you got it going on. I'm telling you right now, you have it going on. One of the things that I want to say that I think that we miss is that you get a side hustle that basically graduates. What do I mean by graduates? Well, graduating is this. Basically, you're finding something that you do and you start making more money in the side hustle than you do on your regular job. Okay, you have a job that's making 40, 50, $60,000 a year, and this side hustle started bringing you $5,000 a month, which is $60,000 a year. And guess what? You're only working part-time. So what if you took that whole thing from part-time to full-time? I only made $50,000 working full-time, but my side hustle is making $60,000. Now you may want to continue working your full-time job, or you might want to say, hey, maybe I need to switch over to the side hustle and make it my full-time job and make it a full-time business. So those are some things that you need to think about, when you get ready to do a side hustle. Because I'm telling you something, there are some side hustles. People are really making a lot of money. Yeah, I just mentioned YouTube just for one of those. People are on YouTube and they putting out one video a day and they doing very, very well. Matter of fact, don't forget the YouTube Credit Commando channel. YouTube Credit Commando channel. We're doing pretty good so far. We have approximately over 50,000 views in about 33, 34 days. So I think that's pretty good for me, somebody who don't know what they're doing in YouTube. So like, subscribe, click the bell for YouTube for the Credit Commando channel, which I left that slide out, but I won't do it anymore. But anyway, let's look at that. You want a side hustle that graduates. So if you want to graduate to something full-time with that, to a business, you have the opportunity to do that. Let's talk about some side hustle tips for success. Because in anything you want to do, you want to have success in it. You just don't want to just do it just to be doing. Well, I'm just doing something just to be doing, just to waste some time. Well, that's probably what you're doing, is wasting some time. But if you want a side hustle that's going to be successful, remember what your passion is, what you love to do, what you're good at, whatever people are talking about. Hey, she bakes the best cookies in the world. Think about that. You just baking for a few people. What if you're baking for 25 people a day, 30 people a day, 90 people a day, 150 people a day? Now you have a business going on. You're doing special events, cakes and weddings and holidays and all those type of things. People just come up. I just love your cookies. I just want to. I want to have 12 dozen sent to my family for Christmas. All this is what? Money, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, it's just money. So you want a side hustle that graduate so you can do a little bit better. But let's look at now the side hustle tip for success. The side hustles tips for success. Now we got a guy doing the camera here. We have somebody on the computer. They doing whatever they're doing on the computer. We have somebody saying about writing. They love to write. We got somebody on the picture who are drawing. All of these are side hustles. All these are side hustles. Okay. Let's look at some tips now. One of the tips in now, if you have a job, which is a job, and depending on what type of job you have, your employer may want to get approval for it. Now, if they're competing, you are competing against your employee, you might want to get approval so you don't lose your job. Okay. So if you're working for the government, a lot of government employees, depending on what kind of job it is, have to get approval prior to doing any type of outside employment activities. Now, a side hustle is outside employment activities if you have a job, because why? You are getting paid for it. So it is employment, quote unquote. So you might have to get approval from your employer just in case, depending on the side hustle that you do. Okay? Look at it. Set realistic goals. If you got a side hustle, don't say, well, I'm going to make $100 million the first year. Now, you could, depending on what kind of product you got. Okay? But is that realistic? Okay? You hadn't even made a six-figure income. Now you want to make a seven-figure income? I'm just saying, I'm not saying that you can't do it, but set realistic goals. And when you set realistic goals, celebrate those goals as well. That's what you need to do. Celebrate yourself when you set realistic goals. Like I said, get a side hustle also that graduates. That graduates into more than a side hustle. Even if you decide to keep your regular employment, you can hire people to do the job for you. You pay them a portion and you keep the rest. If you got 6 people out there throwing newspapers for you and you never have to spend any gas or utilize your vehicle or get up early in the morning, okay, they're doing the job, you paying them, and if only you're only getting 20% from what they get, that's 20% from 6 people. You just made 120% off of something that you're not even doing. See, when you open up your mind, you begin to think about these particular things, and that's what we're trying to do today. Open up your mind about side hustle, because why? They're real. Okay, and you can make a lot of money in side hustles. Okay, know your priorities. You need to know your priorities between your job, your side hustle, your family, whatever you have set aside. You have priorities. Okay, knowing that you get your money first from what? Your regular job. Until your regular job, until your side hustle actually until your side hustle actually goes over, make more money than your regular job, you need to stay on the side. You need to stay on the regular job. Now, do you want to get off the regular job? Is up to you. You need to make that decision, because just because the side hustle is doing well this month doesn't mean it's going to do the same thing, because you have to look out into the future and to ensure that before I quit this job that is bringing my source of income in, I need to make sure I need to make sure that I got money coming in. Okay. Is a side hustle again? Yes, it is. You want to go full time, but you'll make more money. I guarantee if you do it right, you can make a lot of money in this thing. Okay. Let's look at maximize your time, because you got time at work, you got time at home, you got time for side hustle, you have to have other time for other activities that you may have. So you have to maximize your time for success. All of this going all the way back to one thing: setting realistic goals, having a plan. Okay. If you don't have a plan, you plan to fail. So also pick an area of interest that you like. that you want to learn from. And if you pick this area of interest that you like or you want to learn from, you will stay with it longer. If it's something that you do not want to do, you're not going to want to do it. Okay. But if you pick an area of interest, then you will stay there longer and you will do very well. Now, I'm going to have to cut this short today because I have to get out of where I'm going. I have something else to do. But are there any questions right now? Are there any questions right now? We talked about side hustles in the basement. Next week, we're going to show you some side hustles that you can make some money. And I don't know about you all, but making money is always good for me. Hopefully, it's good for you as well. Are there any questions or concerns? Questions or concerns? If they're not, Mr. Davis?
On as far as the side hustles, some of these side hustles, do they require be insured or bonded?
Are you saying that you have to have insurance to do a side hustle? Is that what you're saying?
I'm asking, can you run that situation that some of these side hustles might require you to have a bond to be insured?
Yes. I'm gonna give you one example. If you have a lawn cutting services, you want to have a bond. Okay, why? Because when you're cutting the grass, if a rock fly out, you don't control the direction of that rock if it hits someone's car or window. Things happen. So there's some side hustles you're going to have a bond. You're going to have an insurance. Therefore, you need to do your research. Okay?
What about taxes?
Just don't start. Do your research. Okay?
What about taxes?
Taxes, yes, you're required to, anytime you make money in the United States to a certain threshold, you have to pay taxes. Now, you got to understand this now. When you're doing a side hustle, it is a business. Businesses are required to pay taxes. Understand? So you have to keep records like a business. You have to keep your receipts. You have to keep how much money, your income that's coming in, the income that's going, the expenses that are going out, who you pay, your mileage, all that kind of stuff. It is a business. Any other questions or comments? Any other questions or comments?
It's hard because
it's
hard because you have to pay taxes to buy the things, and then you have to pay taxes to sell the things.
Yes, ma'am. That's just a part of being business. Until you get a tax, until you go to the state and you request a tax certificate. When you go buy your things in the store, you show your certificate and they give you tax free. Remember, this is side hustle. You just started. As you graduate, those things will happen. Okay. You graduate and you started making $1,000, $2,000 a week. Yes, you're gonna have to go get a name, assume name, official assume name with the state. You're gonna have to get a SS4, which is the EIN number. You're gonna have to have the article of the corporation, author of resolution, all those particular things. Why? Because now you're a business. Insurance if you need it, all those particular things. Okay, that if you graduate and you decide to do this as a full-time business. Okay, now I'm gonna tell you something. Businesses make more money than employees. I want you to understand that. Businesses make way more money than employees. Okay? So if you're in business, you're going to make more money. All right? I'm waiting on Mr. Davis to come back because I have to cut this thing off right quick. And I have to go. So I want to thank you all for coming in. Mr. Davis, are you there? Mr. Davis, are you there? And I appreciate you guys. Stay tuned next week. We're going to talk about how you make money with your car. We're going to talk about how you make money with your home. We talk about how you make money with all different type of things. For the next couple of weeks, all we're going to be talking about is side hustles in the basement, how you make some extra income that you probably some things that you already have that you don't even know. How you make extra income. Okay? Mr. Davis, I don't know where he is. But anyway, I'm gonna have to cut this off because I have to get off now because I have another appointment. And I sure thank you guys for coming in today. And the credit commander says one thing: hey, do what you like to do. But while you're doing what you like to do, make some money. Make some money out of it. I don't care what it is, as long as it's legal. Make some money out of it so you can take care of your household. You can do the things that you want to do. That's what it's all about. I gave you an example of the 5,000, the 2,500, the 1,000, the 500. If you just make an extra $300 a month, that's $1,200 coming in. That's the extra $1,000 that you got a month. That is not bad. $300 a week. I'm sorry. So here, do something. If that's what you want to do, that's what you decide to do. You can do that. Okay, the credit commander out. You guys have a great and wonderful week. And let me take a picture of this so I can get this Mr. Davis to get everybody in, just in case we made a mistake. Anyway, you guys have a great and wonderful day, wonderful week. We see y'all next week. God bless.